by Jeffrey Mavunduzi. Vice President Kembo Mohadi yesterday spoke of his immense admiration for President Emerson Mnangagwa, while subtly laying bare his own higher political ambitions. President Emerson Mnangagwa, flanked by his two deputies Constantino Chiwenga and Kembo Mohadi the reserved, Mohadi told worshippers, who packed the Zimbabwe International Trade Fair's ITF hall here for a church gathering organized for Mnangagwa, how he saw similarities between himself and his boss, suggesting in the process that he was destined to become president in future. Mnangagwa was the guest of honor at the ceremony, which was organized by the Faith for the Nation campaign, a grouping of interdenominational church groups, to thank God for the peaceful transition from former President Robert Mugabe's administration. "I have been Minister of National State Security, Minister of Defense. I think I am following in your footsteps. If that's the criteria to be where you are, I think I'm on track," Mohadi told Mnangagwa, who before he became vice president served as State Security, Justice and Defense Minister. In turn, the 75-year-old ZANU-PF leader jokingly reminded Mohadi that he had gone through the grill, including withstanding 9 youth interface rallies where he was roundly denounced, in addition to later jumping the border before he became president. "My VP said he has been the Minister of State Security, Minister of Defense and is following my footsteps. He needs 9 interface rallies. He also needs to be a border jumper," Mnangagwa said. Huge applause and much laughter among the gathering. ZANU-PF insiders have claimed that until his recent elevation, Mohadi had for long been coveting the VP's post, which on the previous occasion went to political lightweight and rank outsider Felekezela MP Hoko. Mohadi was last week sworn in, together with former commander of the Defense Forces Constantino Chiwenga as a deputy in government. His elevation came as he was said to have sought divine blessings, with critics pointing to his widely publicized consultations with self-styled Malawian prophet Shepherd Bashiri last year. "I am seeing you going higher and higher. Nothing bad will happen to you. I am seeing promotion coming your way. I am seeing a crown on your head, because I am seeing the spiritual realm," Bashiri said then while preaching to Mohadi, with the Zimbabwean minister continuously saying, "I receive man of God." Bashiri claimed Mohadi was being targeted by rivals who were now lining up witch doctors to stop his imminent political rise. The prophecy was widely interpreted in the context of ZANU-PF's ugly factional and succession wars. Meanwhile, Mnangagwa urged Zimbabweans yesterday to forgive one another, adding that people must live in harmony, particularly as the country heads towards this year's harmonized elections. "I encourage the church to preach the gospel of love, peace and forgiveness, forgiveness and forgiveness. All of us, let us love one another. Let us preach peace, peace, unity and forgiveness," he said, adding that his administration respected the nation's diverse religious values. Mnangagwa also took the opportunity to thank Zimbabweans for sympathizing with him after his poisoning in Gwanda last year and his subsequent sacking from both the government and ZANU-PF. "Today, as we reflect and appreciate where we come from, we can say God delivers those who trust in Him. I want to thank all the people of Zimbabwe. You prayed for me after what happened in Gwanda when there was some bit of poisoning, to which I spent some days without knowing what was happening. Your prayers were heard by God. I want to thank you again for your prayers during the days I was a border jumper. I also want to thank you for the fact that from the time I came back you are still praying for me. I am today here not to be prayed for but to praise and worship the Lord with you, because He is the one who made possible everything that we are doing today," he told the gathering. ZANU-PF's ugly succession wars took an ominous turn in August last year after Mnangagwa fell sick during an interface rally in Gwanda, a development which his backers said was a poison attack by his G40 rivals. Mnangagwa was later airlifted to South Africa, where he had emergency surgery. Former First Lady Grace Mugabe claimed that the poisoning allegations were calculated to destroy the then First family's businesses, and nothing was said about investigating the incident after that. Mnangagwa later suggested to hordes of his supporters who had converged at Mapandawana Growth Point in Gutu, for the late Masvingo Provincial Affairs Minister Shava'i Mohofa's memorial service. Not for the first time that he was poisoned in the same way Mohofa was in 2015. Yesterday, Mnangagwa praised Sabased businessman Justice Mafosa, who was in attendance at the gathering, for assisting him after he was fired by Mugabe. Mafosa runs the annual Gwanda Gospel Festival. Justice Mafosa was requested to come here by Reverend Watanashe to say how he helped me out, but he avoided it. He is very humble. I thank him, but I believe he is the tool of God, he said. Daily News.